Yes, hello, everybody. It's MicheleMarieDalene, and today, of course, is Saturday. It's the 25th of March. The soup kitchen is open today for lunch. And today, we want to discuss a little bit what is the status of my leg muscles, because we have talked about them for the last few days. And the problem that had been existent for my legs for almost 2.5 years. The good news is the muscle tissue no longer constantly hurts. That's a good thing. The muscles spasms are gone. That's another thing. But the muscles have gotten really weakened over the years of non-moving. That's a bad thing. So now I have to do the equivalent of reacquaint my legs to my upper body, which is gonna mean lots and lots and lots of walking, lots and lots and lots of breaks in between. You see, it's just like carrying something that's just a little bit heavier than you're used to carrying, and your muscles get sore because you're lifting something that's more than they're expecting to lift. The muscles will rebuild the necessary muscle fibers to make up for that. But unfortunately enough, in the process of building up that muscle fibers, of course, you will feel the burn. Ask anybody who does any kind of weightlifting and is just starting out, and I say, feel the burn. But I have been known to be one of those people that can recover fairly quickly from an illness or disease, so maybe I will, maybe in about 2 weeks' time, maybe I'll be pretty much back to my old feisty self. At least I can say with about 95%, no, maybe not quite that high, I'll lower my odds just a little, just to be safe. I would say with about 83% certainty that I can at least, and I walked to Cumberland Farms to get some milk and some diet soda for me and a diet soda or regular soda for Dory. And that was a muscular challenge to go to the soup kitchen, go to Cumberland Farms to get that stuff. It was, my muscles had been walking around the house all day trying to get the studio set up, so they were really sore. And then, of course, adding on top of that soreness was going back out again. My ankle was hurting, which is another issue that possibly could have started the whole business in the first place, and that is a couple of years ago I got a hairline fracture in my ankle and it never quite healed right. And so when I walk around, every now and then my ankle will trip me up. Now, not literally, but it will cause me to just go down in my energy levels, because I feel like I'm fighting a very sore and battered appendage, and indeed is exactly what it is. It's a sore and tired appendage. But I'm going to tell you what, I'm not a quitter. My legs may be wusses, but I'm not, and so I'm going to very methodically, but within reason, get my muscles back into tune. That means not so much now going out there and yanking and untwisting muscle groups. That's not needed anymore. What's needed is just everyday walking exercises. We have a bench press outside, or the leg press. The only problem is, I don't know where the seat is. Oh, that's a real great thing, right? You can't find the seat. I'm sure that the person who left the leg press around has probably got the seat laying around. He moved out, and the leg press is left over from him. So I'll see if we can try to find the seat for it. And the necessary pin for the weights. It was the same press that we had in the yellow house. I didn't use it in the yellow house, and maybe I should have. Maybe I should have. Oh, anyway, actually, it doesn't have a leg press. It's got a leg curl. That's what it is. It's a difference. I don't need a leg curl. I need a leg press. I need to push my weight against that a mass. Well, this walking walking does that too. If I, here's the deal: if I can get my legs strong enough that they can carry me again without getting tired, and obviously the best way to do that is just to move around, is to stand up. My body weight will be placed and distributed on the two legs, because my right leg is also tired. I can feel the lactic acid build up when I'm standing. The tiredness comes into the leg muscles. Because when I sit down for like maybe about 2 minutes, and I can take it's like my muscles take a break, the lactic acid is cleared out of the system, and I can keep moving again for a while, and then the lactic acid starts building up again, and then again I have to sit down again to release the lactic acid back into the bloodstream. So yeah, it's just definitely, in this case, it's just muscle fatigue. This is a great sign, because it went from being excruciating, ouchie, 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 to, geez, Michelle, you're working this too hard. Well, guys, I hate to say these muscles, but you're gonna have to work a lot harder than that, because I'm pretty heavy. I'm not no lightweight, and I don't have a car, and I don't have a power scooter. I don't have a wheelchair. So that means that you guys are going to have to get used to carrying your burdens, and I mean this muscles. Get used to it. And if you wondered why I'm talking to my muscles in the video, I'll tell you a secret. Maybe my muscles will get some will get some in. This can be a very powerful thing for someone else that's going through the same thing. I don't care if you're a power lifter or just coming out of rehab for injury. If your muscles hurt, it doesn't mean that you should go ahead and just curl up in the bed and say, screw it. That was my mistake. I should never have done that. I actually laid in bed almost more than 20 hours a day. The result was very much a mistake. My muscles never got a chance to grow up and strong and weak, and they got wussy and weak, and of course they do hurt, but that wasn't the solution. The solution would have been is to keep my muscle tone up, walk more, try to do more. But I'm not the only one who's got that problem. I see a lot of people have it. They are not walking as much. Of course, the winter time is hard, I'm not gonna lie. But, I want to do more than just laying on my bed all day long. There's another lady friend of mine here at the Sip Kitchen that has similar problems, but she also has a back issue. So her muscles have kind of atrophied away, and she's got to walk. She's got a cane. She's trying to keep moving. And of course, Dory has issues too. We all do. You can call us the Pain Club. We have a favorite song for you. Don't forget about me. The Pain Club. Don't you forget about me. There used to be something over gluteus maximus, as they're saying. Okay. Humor aside, I'm going to say this one time. I don't care if your muscles hate you or not. Get out and play for an hour a day. And that doesn't have to be on one stretch. The point is that if you don't, it's use it or lose it. You're not going to keep those muscle tone. It's just going to turn into atrophied flab. I.e., they're going to become muscle wussies. You don't want that, right? Unfortunately, I got muscle wussies because I didn't even keep it my own advice. Sure, I was walking around doing things, but I wasn't walking very far, and I wasn't pushing myself hard enough. Don't do the same mistake, guys, okay? You don't want muscle wussies. You want muscle strength. You want muscle monsters. You want muscle strength to hold you up. If your muscles can't even carry you, then you're in deep guacamole. And my muscles were getting to the point where they couldn't even lift me up anymore. It wasn't because I was eating bad food. It was because they had weakened to the point where they couldn't lift me. I'm not saying that I didn't gain any weight either. I may have gained some pounds, but I'm thinking this is more of that my muscles never really had a chance to keep getting reacquainted with their upper body counterparts. So they kind of just wussed out, and that's what happens. So don't do that. Get out there and play. First, even if you have to do it in spurts for an hour a day. Okay? You know, move around a lot. Oh yeah, if you do get pinched muscles, untwist them right away. Don't wait 2.5 years, okay? It hurts like it will hurt, but trust me, if you do it soon enough, your muscles won't atrophy. If your muscles don't atrophy, you don't have to go through the recovery stage I have to go through, which sucks. Alright? So keep that in mind, because I'm going to keep working. The least I can say the pain indices today is like 0.3 muscle tired indices, which is a new number, I say, because I've been sitting up for a little while. It's probably about, right now, maybe about 0.5, because they've been resting for a little bit. But anyway, just get out there and play for an hour a day. I don't care if it's just going to do spurts, or if you have to, but get out there and do something. Start working out those muscles. So, winter's over, guys. It's time to start getting ready to deal with the spring, which has finally sprung for everybody here in the Northeast.
You take that spaghetti?
Alright, talk to you soon, guys. Bye-bye.